Damn. That's all I can say. Even looking at this dude photo, man, I'm telling you, man, Pharaoh done went all the way crazy, man. I didn't think that after all of this time, I'm talking about the money he done made, the cars, the the bras that he was with. I'm talking about the knowledge that he dropped in every motherfucking thing. Man, they got man, look here, man. Pharaoh out there picking up trash, man. Pharaoh is picking up trash, man, trying to get brownie points out this motherfucker, man. Some woman within the conscious community that actually owns a store. She got a spot and shit, man. So, Pharaoh done said, just off of GP, just off general purpose, I'm gonna slide through and just, offer up, what I'm saying, like my art and services. Now, that's one of the things I didn't see within like the art and brand, because he had art and modeling, this nigga had art and DJing, this nigga had art and upholstery, goddamn art and fucking, he had art and every motherfucking thing, you feel? It's crazy work. But to see this nigga now with this shit right here, I'm like, come on, Pharaoh, man, you tripping. So yes, y'all, young Pharaoh is actually picking up trash. He's done made complaints about not being able to find like legitimate employment. I understand that. I understand, man, that shit is hard, but Pharaoh could have been done got hired. Pharaoh don't want to work. And that's the shit what I was telling y'all, on the stream just the other day that I had the motherfucking delete. Yeah, I think I might have been up too early in the morning and shit or whatever, man. Yeah, I went ahead and deleted that motherfucker. But within that video, what I was showing was Pharaoh was sitting out. He was talking to some people, man, that was chilling or whatever. They looked like they was in the backyard. They was smoking, drinking. Well, Pharaoh wasn't really smoking. He was just holding the blunt. You know how he do. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna smoke that motherfucker much. He was just sitting there doing a whole bunch of talking and shit. And within the process, with him talking and shit with them people, I'm thinking somebody must have damn told him and shit or whatever. Like, shit, man, you can get a job doing this or that or whatnot. And I'm glad that somebody did take out the time and then do that, because hopefully he'll be encouraged to go out and then get some goddamn employment, because the scamming been going on for years. Hopefully in 2026, no one's slow enough to get scammed by young Pharaoh. And you all remember, Pharaoh had the crib, Pharaoh had the car, Pharaoh had the women. He was doing his thing. I ain't even gonna front, man. Pharaoh was really doing his thing, man. Well, at least that's the way that it appeared anyway. I wouldn't think, after damn 5 years, I wouldn't think, that this dude would be out picking up trash. But, even if he was picking up trash and he was getting paid, that would be a totally different story, and I'm sure that people would in fact support that. Hey, Pharaoh done got up off his ass. He ain't just playing the game all day, eating snacks, smashing big boxes of wheat thins and shit, but he's actually out working, trying to motherfucker earn $1 and shit, man. Yeah, but nah, that ain't the fucking case. This dude, he basically said, hell, he went out there for the free. Yeah, I just wanted to clean up just to be cleaning up. See, you could have went and did that at Burger King or McDonald's or any motherfucking way. The hood store, they always looking for a motherfucker to sweep up the parking lot, take out the trash. People may even have some discarded cigarette butts or black and mild, plastic butts sitting on the window top, like the window sill of the store, or by the ice machine, or by the machine where you fill up your propane tanks and shit. Yeah, it's crazy work. He definitely could have got a job there, but this nigga, he cleaning up trash for free. I'm like, what the fuck you cleaning up trash for free for? The fuck out of here, man. Why you just going around cleaning people's shit? You cleaning up random people's motherfucking business, Pharaoh. You had your own business and wasn't cleaning up. And when you had his crib, he had the maid coming over. That man, the maid was showing up like a motherfucker over there, man. I was even questioning that shit, like, how the fuck this nigga get a maid? Man, the average niggas don't be having no maid or no motherfucking clean up woman or no shit like that coming through, man. He's clean that shit up they motherfucking self. A lot of time, man, trash and shit, man, that shit be out in the yard and everything, you know what I'm saying, in the hood and shit. It's crazy work, but we ain't moving like that. And even if, you're blessed enough even to be staying in, some suburban neighborhood or whatnot, yeah, man, ain't nobody throwing down no trash, man. Ain't nobody doing that, because everybody want to keep the community looking legit. They want to keep it straight. That one time somebody dropped some trash or throw away, a discard a soda bottle or whatnot, and that shit just laying in the grass, and somebody just walked past it. Somebody gonna throw some more shit down, and eventually it's gonna be a junkyard, a fucking trash out that bitch in the hood. And you gotta think, shit, why the fuck he just didn't do that? Just go to the hood, man, and just start cleaning shit up. Just fuck it. Yeah, just man, just take that shit, take matters into your own motherfucking hands, man. Fuck it. Man, clean that motherfucking shit up. Yeah, man, why not? You ain't doing nothing else. Sitting around and shit with your goddamn tongue out. I'm like, why we doing this shit? Why we still doing this, Pharaoh? Huh? You out here with your tongue out and stuff. You got these guys like Rail Chosen. Yeah, they trying to support you. They trying to break your fall and stuff. Wanting to tag your Instagram handle and stuff as if people didn't know your name already. So people can run to this nigga Instagram. You feel me? Yeah, motherfucker run to his Instagram page and shit, man. We know Pharaoh page, man. We know this nigga done had mad channels. Them shits done been deleted. This nigga maybe even be running neck and neck with me with the amount of fucking channels that I done fucking had. Yeah, shout out to my motherfucking haters too. Because y'all niggas seem to love this dude right here. And he ain't doing shit. Nigga ain't dropping no knowledge, ain't doing no fruitful shit or none of that, yo. And want us to take him serious now and stuff because he's picking up trash. But on several occasions, he's made complaints about him not being able to get legitimate employment. I don't know how it's going now, but what I am seeing is that young Pharaoh, he putting his best foot forward, y'all. He like fuck that shit. Yeah, he putting his best foot forward. So young Pharaoh is actually reintroducing himself to all of us and everything that he's been through. He's willing now to just simply put it on the table, just all of the stuff, because you probably don't know what the fuck been going on with Pharaoh. So if you missed out on all of it, I'm talking about the entire ride that has to do with D Young Pharaoh. He get ready to break that shit down for you, and you know he got to hit you with the peace, 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 family.
Peace, peace, coming. This is the living legend himself, and this is my update on everything I've been through from 2021 to now. Um, what you call it? Even in the last 2 years, right? I'm currently in Detroit. I live in Detroit right now. I got an apartment out here in Detroit. I've had a felony on my record for over since I was 18 years old, going on what I believe to be 15, about 11. Let me see. 18 plus 10 is 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Right. 14 years, going on 15 years, correct. So 14 going on 15. Um, I had a 330. I had a C-class felony, criminal possession of a weapon dismissed in the second degree. Criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree C-class felony was dismissed in New York State 2013 via my pro se 330 motion, and my judge told me, quote, I'm embarrassed by how young you are and how well you know the law. I don't want.
Mm-mm. I have to stop right there for those who don't know, because this is his time with, giving you an update on what's going on with his life and all of the fuck shit that he been through. Now he's trying to make it seem as if that he just was released from prison. He didn't have to do the amount of time that the rest of the guys that was with him, that was a part of the Buffalo gang. Yeah, it was the Buffalo Soldier gang they was a part of and shit. And it just so happened, man, it was a dude named Eric, and he shot up Eric mama house and some other shit. It was a bunch of fuck shit that happened. But anyway, there was a guy that had moved to the neighborhood, the spot where Pharaoh then was at or whatever, and he was repping some different type of gang, and some kind of way him and Pharaoh, they had words and stuff, and Pharaoh got back at the other guys, I'm guessing, and he told them, hey, this guy's a whatever the set was, and that ain't the set that we a part of, so we're gonna have to do something to him. So yeah, they approached the guy, got at him, and some kind of way, they was down there at the railroad tracks and stuff, and they stabbed the dude up, left him there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and after doing so, it just so happened that one of the guys came back when the dude was already, beat up, stabbed up, or whatever, came back and then stabbed him again. Yeah, and it was Pharaoh. It was Pharaoh. So all of that stuff that you heard about Richard Booz and his dislike for Richard Booz, although that they were all clicked up, they was chilling together. They was young, running them streets. You already know how that shit go. So it's a lot of shit that's excusable, except for taking somebody's life. And I'm one of the content creators that questioned that shit back then. Like, damn, you was with the guys that got 15 to 25 years, but this guy, he only did about 24 to 28 months and was released. And that's when he made his appearance, on Facebook. But he was, up under the name Sandra Bland. Shit, then he moved on to actually calling himself Young Pharaoh. He abandoned that name, all the money that he made. He was on Sinetta channel and shit, up there debating or whatever. And shit, I don't think back then he really had acknowledged how much money was in that YouTube account. I don't think that he acknowledged. But every time somebody looked up Sandra Bland and they went to his channel, this was before that he changed his name to Young Pharaoh, when the views was running up on that monetized video about the Sandra Bland, the unalive, and it took place with her. Young Pharaoh got all that bread because on Facebook at the time his name was Sandra Bland, which was kind of weird, but it was like some reverse Soldier Boy, the way how Soldier Boy did 50 Cent, how he was uploading his music, but he would have 50 Cent thumbnail, the cover of his album. People click on it. Hey, boom, then Soldier Boy got paid. Uh huh. This is pretty much the same kind of shit that took place. The same, I'm telling you, without a shadow of a fucking doubt, if you look at how Pharaoh used the Sandra Bland name, and people thought that, not only was it about Sandra Bland, but they actually felt like that was the actual account that Sandra Bland owned. And Pharaoh was the one that was uploading those videos, trolling Sandra Bland, saving her videos, uploading them to the page, the Sandra Bland page, people going there and watching it, and he ran up a bag. He ran up a legitimate bag. And I can say just around that time when everything jumped off, a cool estimation of the amount of money that he made and that he had at the time, shit, he made about 25 to $30,000. You got to think about it. This guy had an 18 wheeler. This dude had his own crib that he called a mansion. He played like he had $100,000 library. He done finger fucked a lot of damn money, a lot of money. But it's crazy work now for him to be talking about this case. He's sitting up talking about the motherfucking case. I'm like, Pharaoh, now you know that you lying. You know that you're telling a lie. You sit up here, you're trying to make it seem like you just so happen to have got off. How the fuck was you just gonna get off? They just opened the prison doors and they said, your homeboys that still locked the fuck up. Yeah, yeah, your homeboys and shit. They still in that bitch, but they just gonna let you go for no fucking apparent reason whatsoever. They just let your ass go out of just for the fuck up. Man, I'm not going for that shit, Gayro, man. Like, for real. What you getting on here with this shit now, this is the reintroduction to scamming. Now, he talking about the shit about how he got up out the shit or whatever. Yeah, he want to make it seem like he's the number one black attorney and that he was sentenced to prison and then somehow got himself released from doing the time that his friends, his homeboys, the gang members, the people from the block up in Buffalo, yeah, he trying to make it seem like, yeah, he got himself out of that trouble. But if he's the number one black attorney and he did that for himself, we see him now, he's out of prison. Why the fuck he didn't get his man them up out of prison?
I don't want to be humiliated throwing his case out. So even though my case got dismissed, they sent me upstate anyway. While on parole.
This dude is trying to make it seem like that the case was dismissed. Clearly, if anyone listening to me right now, look up Marshall Daniels and you look at the incident report, you will see the shit what I said back then in reference to he was the person that was seen by law enforcement. They knew that he had a gun. They seen the gun and he struck out running and they still didn't shoot his black ass. They ain't even shoot his black. See, he don't want to tell the truth about the ramifications of the whole situation and how once that his ass was there, that he basically dropped the dime. He ain't had no choice but to drop the dime because all of their ass was caught. Now he gonna sit up here and try to switch up the story and shit. Don't do that, Pharaoh. Like that ain't even cool, man.
Parole for 5 years, or excuse me, post release, which is also illegal, for 5 years. I became a millionaire in 2021. I had $1.8 million stolen from my account as I was approximately as I was drugged and robbed. On top of that, Bank of America allowed my account to be closed after I was the victim of blue and white collar crimes. And when I inquired about my money, they told me we reserve the right to not do business with you the way you reserve the right to not do business with us. I brought a Corvette and I also brought a home that was illegally seized because I was told I never paid for it when I did pay for it. And not only did I pay for it, my identity was wiped and my bank accounts was wiped to where I had no digital receipt or proof. But luckily, I still got the physical title and the physical receipts. But had I not had the physical receipts and everything backed up on flash drives, as well as 100 pounds of legal work in that closet over there, they was gonna play me like I was crazy, to which they did. Um, Today, from today, which today's date is right and exact from me posting this video. Matter of fact, what is today's date? Today is Monday, June 29th,
Wait.
120.
Just hold on for a second. Just for a second, okay? Now he's saying that they seized his home and all this other shit, took his home away from him. But understand this: the reason why he's not still staying in Katy, Texas, is because he started getting high. He started inviting people to his home. This same person that you're looking at, he chose not to pay his rent, just like Nature Boy. And as far as his vehicle, that yellow banana colored motherfucking Corvette, he don't have that either because he chose not to make those car payments. An agreement that I'm sure once that he was at the car dealership that they thoroughly explained to him. He agreed to do this. But then just said, fuck it, I ain't paying the money. You see the type of shit that Pharaoh on? But this is him reintroducing himself to the world. This story's supposed to fill in all of the gaps that anyone could have possibly had with what the fuck going on with his life.
20 p.m. Eastern, according to the Gregorian calendar. I've been in this psych ward like 4 or 5 times in the last 2 years. I've been deemed mentally stable and released every time, but the government is constantly putting me in a psych ward, trying to literally assassinate me, also trying to force Resperdal on me, which gives you 44 double D breasts and ass. That's the drug of choice that transgenders use. And the government has not only been trying to assassinate me, they've been putting me in facilities from county jails to psych wards, to which I've taken and passed 5 730 mental health examinations in the last 10 months. I just was in a psych ward again last week here in Detroit. I went to a hospital and, I went to the hospital and I asked for an antibiotic / anti-parasitic drug because I think somebody gave me a fucking parasite. I think somebody intercepted my DoorDash order and slipped the parasite in it. If not, I've been had it. But if you ask me where I got the parasite from,
Did you hear what this dude just said? He just said from his DoorDash order that somebody slipped a parasite into the food. But then he goes back and then say that he always had the parasite, but somebody from the DoorDash. The DoorDash people put a parasite in this motherfucking food, man. This shit crazy, man. What the fuck? Hey, nigga say they put a parasite in the food, man. What the fuck?
I think somebody did something to my DoorDash, and I killed the parasite with home remedies, garlic amongst other things. But I wanted to make sure
Oh,
the shit
no,
was
no,
dead.
no, 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 no. Let's stop right there too. Okay, so he's saying that it was garlic alone, and some lone Wade Hansel and Gretel type of home remedy that this nigga used. That was the shit that cured him. No, because obviously you were in the club with the goddamn spit bottle. Okay, they're using it with the goddamn spit bottle. So your ass went to that hospital because you was still fucked up. It was obvious that you was fucked up. All of that stuff you did on that live stream, that did nothing to help you. Once that you were at that hospital, I think that you requested some pills that they did not give you and you got upset. That's when you told the story then about the guy in the hospital that tried to crack on you, meaning that that dude thought that you was gay, that you went the other way, you was funny, you was part of the goddamn rainbow, and he was trying to bust your ass up in the hospital. That's when all of the stuff happened with the Miss Ratcliffe chick or Ratcliffe. I can't remember her name, but I had to go back through and then look or whatever. But yeah, that's when all of that bullshit happened. And then when you got back online with that dumb shit, talking about, what she said you shouldn't have did, it just was some old crazy shit that happened. But any goddamn way, it lies. Further fucking lies. Further proof of the lies too.
It was dead because I almost died. Literally, I almost died from it.
No,
It
you
almost
no, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't almost die.
killed me. It was literally choking
Nigga, you're still here.
me. And when I went to the hospital, I told him, I had a parasite. I've been fighting it for like 3 days. I believe I killed it, but I still want to make sure it's gone. Can you prescribe me something from CVS? And they falsified my reason for entry at the Henry Ford Detroit Hospital. And they said I came in there and told them I was suicidal and wanted to harm myself. So whenever I make contact with the United States government, they throw me in a jail or they throw me in a psych ward, even though I'm not doing shit wrong. If I call 911, they put me in jail. If I go to the hospital, even if it's for a fucking anything, it could be something for a sprained ankle, they put me in jail. I don't know how they got my name flagged, but I ain't going for it. Also, they just deleted my TikTok tonight. They do not want me to have, freedom of
No, I'm sure they deleted your TikTok for legitimate reasons. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. Yeah, I seen Kulu's video not too long ago. I don't know what he did. I seen the title of the video. One goddamn thing about it, Pharaoh, they must have had a legitimate reason for, just taking your fucking account. They just not taking motherfuckers' account just to be taking their account. You got to be doing some shit like I be over this motherfucker doing for that. You hear me? And you clearly are not doing that. But you be showing your ass. You be out there motherfucker smoking. You be doing a lot of stuff on camera that you think that legit enough or rightfully so that you're able to do. And as an adult, you should know that that's not what you're supposed to be fucking doing with the goddamn app. I don't know why you think you're supposed to get all of these passes like the world just supposed to just pucker up and kiss your ass. It don't work like that, dude.
expression. They don't want me to tell anybody what's going on. So I have 100 pounds of legal work over here, a
Wait,
whole
wait, wait,
bunch of
wait, wait. So he's basically saying that the government don't want him to tell anybody what's going on. That's what Young Pharaoh is saying. Nigga, you ain't been telling nobody shit. The only thing he been sitting over there doing, y'all, is playing that video game. He want us to give him accolades because he's sitting around and playing Star Wars. Nigga, you not playing GTA. You're not playing Fortnite. You're not playing Call of Duty. You're not playing any of the 2K series. You're not playing any of those games. You playing fucking Star Wars. I don't know too many people that's playing Star Wars. And I'm sure it may be some people that's interested in that game and think the game is dope. But I sit over there and watch you play the motherfucker. It is boring as hell, man. I mean, I don't even know what the fuck you get out of it. If all of this stuff, the government is preventing you from explaining to your subscribers, you're making it seem like that they're censoring or they're muting your post so that you can't put out that message. The only message you've been putting out is Star Wars. It ain't a motherfucking thing out there, dog. It ain't shit out there. You, Neil deGrasse, man, listen, man. Ain't nobody been out that motherfucker, man. Straight up, man. Ain't nobody been no motherfucker out of space. It ain't one nigga on this planet that's done been out of white niggas, black niggas. It don't nobody has been no fucking out of space. Let's destroy that all together. You out here with some made up ass shit. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say about Uranus or Mercury or whatever the fuck, nigga. You ain't been there. That shit like Santa Claus, bro. They been telling us a whole bunch of bap ass shit for years. That's why we fucked up now. They done put this shit in textbooks. They have basically tried to indoctrinate us with believing certain shit. Why in 2026 with a guy that produced so much information, that dropped so much knowledge and did lectures, why this nigga talking about Star Wars? Why this nigga playing the video game, man? I can understand if you actually had a desire that was backed by a lone passion you had at one given time to be a streamer. I would understand that, but you're not doing that. You're just sitting there playing the game. And until I made a statement that just what it might have been my second live stream about your ass sitting over there playing that video game and being on silent, it wasn't until then that you started talking. Don't nobody want to sit there and watch you play no game. I had to ask my grandson the same damn thing. Like, why are you watching somebody on YouTube playing a game? You can play the game, right? You can play the game, but you want to watch somebody play the game. Pharaoh, we're all too grown for that shit right there, yo.
Bunch of shit, and I'm being falsely arrested without any fingerprints, photographs, mugshots, literally just being put in facilities without any
That's a lie too. Every time you've been arrested, you done been booked. They trust me, they have fingerprinted you. That's the only way that they're even able to identify who you are, other than that big ass tattoo on your damn eye. You got a big ass tattoo around your eye. What the fuck? Yeah, even if they don't fingerprint this motherfucker, like if that didn't take place, man, they know who the fuck you are. They can look at your Eddie Monster and tell that it's you, Marshall.
any documentation and being told that I'm crazy and taken away from the general public. My social worker has all the proof. I've been emailing her all of the proof, and she's also documented as my emergency contact, to which I won't name her at this point in time. But you know, everything I just told y'all, she has all of the proof. I'm not only suing, I'm asking for execution. The government is trying to let me die homeless, and let me die poor on the street. But luckily, I had the finances to survive and pay for hotels. But had I not, I would have died homeless on the street, because they blocked me out of everything. They stopped me from getting money on the internet, and they won't hire me anywhere physically for a job because I have felonies. So, I mean, because I have a felony that should have been on my record since 2000.
Just drop it in the comments, yes or no? Do you believe that? Do you believe that the reason he doesn't have a job is because no one will hire him? Yes or no? Let's just conduct a quick poll. I just want to see where y'all at with this shit. Yeah, when the video play, but you know what I'm saying? I just want to see. Do you believe this shit? Like this is strange as hell. Like he's had a hell of a lot of like he's had more than enough fucking time since that, you first seen that the car was gone. He lost the apartment in Houston. He's had a hell of a lot amount of fucking time to man get a job. Just think about all of those streams that was conducted when he was hanging out at the mall. When he was waiting till after 6 o'clock. He was getting a motel room so he could stay there the whole night. Then he power up and he back out in the damn streets again. Or going over somebody's house and rapping like he was over the dude crib with the blinds that was broke. He had a lot of time to do that. He even streamed himself when he was on TikTok when he went back to his old hood. I think he was saying like his grandma, some somebody stayed over there and shit. But he walked through the hood and shit. See, when he was walking through the hood, he could have been walking through the hood, putting in applications. I'm dead ass, man. The hood store, man, they always need some. The hood store always hiring. Okay, the hood, man, I'm dead ass. Man, I seen a motherfucker one time. I pull up at a gas station. That nigga was look, he was cleaning the goddamn gas pumps, wiping down the shit and everything. I said, God damn, boy, shit's a job. What? God damn, nigga make a job out of it? Yes, nigga make a job out of anything is no fucking excuse whatsoever, Pharaoh. Come on, man. Come on. We can't do this. We cannot do this right here. We can't just try to Like disappear the shit that we've seen you doing online. Because if we were to do that, then we actually then would believe that you're struggling right now for employment.
2013 I got dismissed. And so um here I am in Detroit waiting for the United States government to send me my money to my fucking PO box so I can forward it to this address. My $1.8 million that was stolen, and I know they've been recovered and purposely took all day to get me back, as well as the rest of my money that I won from my lawsuit since 2017. I've been winning lawsuits since 2017. These people were not getting my money. They're trying to literally wait for me to die. And so I've been through a lot more than this, but it'll be in my documentary and it'll be amongst other things. But in the meantime, I've been streaming on Star Wars and I've been whooping people ass. I'm the #1 Star Wars Battlefront 2 player. I almost won twice in a row today on Hoth. And if y'all don't mind enjoying the footage, I'm going to upload it next. Individually, I'm going to also upload my shout out from Robert David Steele. And then I'm going to go from there. And for everybody that's wondering, I got all of my content. I got all of my videos that I ever made. I'm waiting for my money so my website can go back up and I can get all of my shit busting. And I can work with Japan, China, Vietnam, and North Korea. So shout out to Kim Jong-un, Xi Jinping, Fumio Kishida, and Vu Thong. And with that being said, rest
Man,
in
don't none of them motherfuckers know this nigga, man. He give a shout outs to niggas his age, man. See what I'm saying? Motherfucker done boycotted, going to the nail shop and everything. This nigga talk about Kim Jong Un and some other niggas, man. You see the shit I'm talking about? Nigga just lied. He lied to the entire community. Nigga tricked the shit up out of folks, man. Y'all thought he was down with you, did? Shh, that nigga fucking with Kim Jong Il, man. Kim Jong Un, all them niggas named Kim Soo. That nigga fuck with all of them. You hear me? And I ain't telling you to get on a disliking movement. And nah, that ain't what it's about over here, man. But what this guy was about for years was black power. That's what he said. And you know I ain't lying. It was black power this, black power that. Now this nigga giving shout outs to Kim Jong Il. What the fuck is he? Come on, man. Now he back talking about Robert Steele again. The conspiracy theorist Robert Steele. Go ahead, Pharaoh. So why you not giving shout outs to Simon and the other white people that you was hanging with? Huh? Why you ain't giving glitter titties no fucking shout out? That's the fuck I'm trying to figure out right now. Like
rest in peace to my father, Tyrone Doyle. I love you. And shout
Tyrell Dog.
out to all three of my beautiful children, Heru Achen, Ama Achen, and Zola Achen. I love you. Achite Masu. It's the great one, the legend. One self Jaboon, Frost.
No, no. That nigga, yo, man. You hear all that shit he just said? That nigga said, yo, it's the legend.
Wudong. And with that being said, rest in peace to my father, Tyrone Doyle. I love you. And shout out to all three of my beautiful children, Heru Achen, Ama Achen, and Zola Achen. I love you. Achite Masu. It's the great one, the legend. One self Jaboon, Frost.
That nigga said Frowns. Frowns. See, in his mind, he's still the person that has the Corvette. He's still the person that has the nice home. I think it might have been about 4 bedrooms, if I ain't mistaken. Nice for spacious crib, open floor concept. That's who he think he is. I'm talking about the guy with the pointy gold rings and shit on his fingers and stuff. You know, big chunky jewels on and shit. Crazy ass charm on that bitch. See, he think that he's the same person, but he's not. And I know like every day he probably sitting back. I know that nigga mad about that shit too. But with him being upset, man, he can't do nothing but blame his damn self. No one told him to waste his damn money on his friends. No one told him to be riding around in that car. Nobody told his ass to be buying all that K2 and smoking it up. They were getting them vegan patties with the motherfucking EBT card and shit. Yeah, it's crazy work now for him to be with this. I'm like, dude, how you throw all your shit away? And then think somebody's supposed to feel sorry for him? Bro, you about to get that check. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. The first is coming up from the first to the third. Not the third, but the third on some Bugs Bunny ass. You know how that thing used to be. The third. But the first from the third, this nigga is gonna get that check. He gonna get that SSI check. Watch what I tell you. You ain't heard me say that shit now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times already. Frails is getting a crazy check. That's the whole point with him then going to the crazy folks home and stuff. Oh yeah, I went to the psych ward. No, you did not. You went to check in. You have to check in. It's sort of like probation. You go in there asking for them pills and stuff. You done told people about your tummy being upset. You talking about so you can go to CVS? What kind of nigga? You want pills like that? But then you complaining about them, attempting to give you the Respital because of the transgender stuff. And see, that's when you then went into the story about the guy that wanted, the guy that came on to you when you both were, divided by the sheet that was in the hospital. So you can't sit up here and try to make it seem like you was in a psych ward or a psychiatric facility because there were no walls that separated you from the next patient that was being seen. It was simply a sheet. So that person that got at Pharaoh that approached him in a sexual manner, making those flirtatious suggestions, he had to have been giving off some energy that denoted that he was into that stuff. Like the way how he hold his hands, the way how he talked, even the sound of his voice. Them guys that be doing that weird shit out there dancing with the devil in the pale moonlight, shit, they probably picked up on some shit and said, "Oh yeah, he one of 'em. Oh yeah, he going. This nigga going." You know them. You know they know too. Man, they know, man. As many times as you've heard young Pharaoh disrespect melanated women and talk cash shit about melanated women, but then express how great of love that he has for European women, you know they been in the cut sitting back listening. One of them guys done said, "Oh, well, he don't like women. Yeah, he don't like breasts. He don't like big asses. He don't like big juicy lips. He definitely don't like no pretty ass toes any goddamn way." Some guys, they was listening. And hell, for all we know, shit, that dude that was at the hospital, he might have been on one of them TikTok live streams and was like, "Oh my God, this the guy right here. This the guy that said he don't like women. Shit, let me go ahead and then shoot my shot," type of shit. That's what the fuck that it sound like. That's why this shit, man, when I heard this nigga talk about, yeah, picking up trash and all this other shit, I'm like, man, Pharaoh, you cannot be fucking serious right now. But he is. And he was. And let him tell it. He picked up all of the motherfucking trash up out there, but continues to make these complaints about not being able to obtain employment. Man, that shit is crazy work. Now you see how diabolical that this nigga is with this shit, man. And it's crazy work too, because see, he think that he gonna be on Instagram like he was on TikTok playing the music. Uh-uh. And y'all be on point too, man. If you at this motherfucker, man, you making videos and shit about Pharaoh, man. Pharaoh trying to set a nigga up too with all that music and shit that he playing. Because if he really got a lot of shit to say, he'll go ahead and say that shit. But I think that this nigga trying to get people to take the bait with playing this music to get people channel not only hit, but to fuck up their views, to fuck up the algorithm, so that people then have a difficulty level motherfucking 10 with even finding out not only who he is, but what he's about. Oh yeah. Every fucking time you see this dude and he playing that music like he doing on the fucking live stream right fucking now, push skip on that nigga. Swipe away from that dude. You hear me? That's all he can do is try to bait a nigga up for some bullshit any damn way. Now in the background that you see right there, this the shop, this Nandi'S shop and shit. I think they out there in the D. Yeah, I think they out there in the D and shit. You hear me? Yeah, but this is the spot where young Pharaoh said that he offered his janitorial, expertise. And if you look right here on the screen before we even get into this video right here, this dude right here, you see this person that shared it? Yeah, this is the master right here. This is the master. Yeah, this young Pharaoh dude right here, Kulu told me, said that this the dude that bailed young Pharaoh up out of jail and then carried on. You see, he's sharing Pharaoh posting stuff. Let's get him up off there, man. Let's go.
Shout out to Mama Nandi'S in Detroit. Y'all know how we rockin'. I just cleaned the front up for her. Off the scrim. You know what I mean? From all the way down there to all the way right there. All the trash is picked up.
This nigga is picking up trash like I told you.
I came and did that off the love. No, I ain't trying to get no G points, but it's my baby. I love coming here. Y'all motherfuckers better stop throwing shit on the ground. I don't want to see nobody throw no shit on the ground at all, nowhere in the world, especially the fuck right here. So niggas be so mad they hoes get fucked. They blaming us, they blaming me. Making sure Gucci, I'm about to slide. I thought it was open. Google said it was open, but I'm gonna be back up there today at 6 o'clock. That's the motherfucking. That's what it is. I'm gonna be up here at 6 o'clock.
Leave that woman alone, man. If that woman got a legitimate business, man, let her do her shit. She don't need no motherfucking help. She don't need no shout out. She don't need none of that motherfucking shit. Yeah, because from where I'm sitting, you know what I mean, it look like she doing pretty good and shit. She definitely doing better than you, which is crazy. With you out here, yeah, you out here promoting businesses and shit. You ain't even going. I bet you ain't spent no damn money at that store whatsoever, yo. Which is crazy as hell, man. And you out here doing like a mass shout out and shit or whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come to Nandi's. Man, we don't even know what the fuck is up in the goddamn store for us to be going in the fucking store. The shit is wild, yo. Like
Detroit.
I said, Detroit.
I'm gonna see if she'll let me throw a Star Wars Nation party or something here. Let me get this damn sweat off my.
No, man, she better not do no shit like that. She better not let you hold no damn Odd Nation party up in that motherfucker. You need to stay with you at where you at. You and them damn 21, yeah, them 20 people that's on Instagram. That's where you need to stay at. People have seen enough from you within the past, what, 4.5 to 5 years to know that you're not teaching anybody, you're not dropping any information, and you're definitely not the same person what people became accustomed to seeing online that was giving out information, that was saying that he was God, the black woman was God. He was saying everybody was God. Him and the aliens were cool. They was friends. They hung out, except, man, don't nobody want to hear that shit, man. Man, don't nobody want to hear that shit right there. That's why the only thing he can do is sit on his live streams and play music. After all of the books, all of the lectures, all of the people that was inspired by this person's teachings, the only thing that he can do is just play some fucking music. That's it. That's some sad shit right there, yo. And I know it's people that's like, yo, man, I want my money back. Man, it's motherfuckers that need to be demanding they mother. If your ass ever sent Young Pharaoh some money, man, you need to be demanding for your bread back because he's not making good on what you paid for. And that wasn't the experience of his life. It had everything to do with people. I guess they would call themselves getting closer to their ancestors or learning about Greek mythology that they passed off in Egypt along with them damn pyramids. Why you ain't talking about that? You know why? Because that is fugazi. It's people that continue to try and then propagate, the teachings of Egypt, the teachings just of East Africa in general. Well, I'm just gonna say Northeast Africa in general. They keep trying to pump this shit, man. Man, motherfuckers gotta force that shit. Man, they gotta force putting anything out about Egypt, yo. Yeah, man, that shit done been ran this motherfucking course. Ain't nobody trying to hear that stupid ass shit. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, man. I'm telling you that. It is a whole motherfucking fact. Don't nobody want to hear that. Okay? Y'all ain't gotta keep on trying to pump that shit in nobody motherfucking head. If your ass want to learn about the Netaru, if you want to get closer to Haru and Horus, man, you can do that on your individual time. You can do your own research. You don't need these people on social media trying to force feed you and encourage you to devote large chunks of your damn time. Yeah, about Egypt and shit. Man, go ahead, man. Nah, man. Because see, if that was the case, man, with these so-called teachers that are online like Young Pharaoh, if they was really about the shit what they're saying that they were about, shit, they would be out here right now getting it in. It wouldn't be short-lived. You feel me? People wouldn't have to go to Pharaoh's page and then question why he not dropping the knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? He keep ending the live stream because Instagram keep on hitting him for the fucking music. He don't get it. End the live, come back on. He's smoking on the live and shit, man. It's the same bullshit over and fucking over again, yo. Like this is crazy work. I wouldn't have expected for Pharaoh. I wouldn't have been. No, no. If you would have asked me, if you would have asked me, like, let me put an estimate on this shit, yo, a legitimate estimate. If you would have asked me 4.5 years ago, would Young Pharaoh be doing some crazy shit like this? I'd be like, man, you stupid as fuck. I've been like, nah, man, he a little fucked up right now. You know, I would have said that. Yeah, he just a little fucked up and shit or whatever. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He might be on his way, to getting back, on the horse and shit or whatever. But currently, he's fucked up. That's what I would have said. I wouldn't have said that he'd be picking up trash and shit for free. Man, motherfucker just ain't picking up trash for free out this bitch, man. Straight up. Man, you gonna have to throw a motherfucker something if they picking up the goddamn trash. Pharaoh, on the other hand, he want us to believe that he ain't trying to do it for no cool points and shit. You definitely ain't smashing, because if a woman got her own business and she doing what it do, she need to run whenever that she see an individual like this. You can call this motherfucker a YN. Man, you can call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. But one damn thing that you not gonna call him over on this motherfucking chat is a god, because he's not that. He's not representing the seven at all. Like his teachings, all of the shit throughout the years that, people have came accustomed with, hearing from him online, man, that shit was plagiarized. That's done been some regurgitated shit online. That's all the fuck that it's done been. It's been a regurgitation the entire fucking time, yo. And it's wild, like when I think about it, because I'm like, damn, so people just stop reading books, people just stop doing their own research. Why? Because when you do, you depend on people like this to educate you. When you do, you depend on motherfuckers like this that you know without a shadow of a doubt ain't doing shit but scam you. And that's why I trip out when I even see people going to the live streams and, hey, Pharaoh, this, and that. Because, see, those are the people that have that high expectation that he's going to rightfully return as the teacher that they once knew him to be. That ain't happening. If you, man, I'm telling you, if you would have seen this fucking live stream with the 18 people in it, with him saying that it's literella, you would know that this dude done pretty much lost his motherfucking mind. He done lost it, yo. It's no one that can convince me that Young Pharaoh not taking that medication. That is the only way that he getting that crazy folks check. He getting that SSI check every month. He got to play the part. And in turn, with playing the part, I think that medicine that has somewhat of an adverse effect on him. I think that medicine got him fucked up. I think that medicine got him on some other shit out here. Cause when you on the live stream, you just playing music, you just sitting there looking crazy, and we know you ain't did nothing but smoke some motherfucking cake too. We know this shit is real. We know that it's real. He ain't said, hey, yo, the lecture gonna be on this day. Yeah, we're gonna be building. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about going back to Egypt and shit. He ain't doing none of that. Only thing he doing is shaking his head. Yeah, bobbing back and forth and shit. Motherfuckers sitting around. Oh shit, Pharaoh live. Let me screen record the Pharaoh live. Man, ain't no goddamn Pharaoh live, man. This it right here. The same shit what people seen on TikTok is what you gonna see on Instagram. And I can't even say how long that it would be for Pharaoh to keep this Instagram account. Now you can drop it in the comments. Now you can do it by months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can put that in there, or even days for that matter. Just drop it in the comments and let me know, how long do you think that Young Pharaoh is gonna actually have his motherfucking Instagram page? How long do you think that it's gonna be? I'm dead ass, yo. Cause it don't. I just don't. I don't see a future in this at all. And for anybody to say that they young pharaohs, mans in them, they fuck with them, they rock with them the long way. Your man is out here doing he doing some geek shit right now. That's what the fuck Pharaoh doing. He need the Humpty Hump nose with the black rim glasses and shit. That's what that nigga need. He doing some geek shit. This is crazy. Some girl was in the comments talking about swimming pool vibes. Man, look, man, that man ain't thinking about no swimming pool. Cause he threw that swimming pool away. If he would have paid the rent at the crib, he could still look, that nigga would still be motherfucking, he would be jumping in the water doing his fucking thing. He'll still be doing flips and shit, man. You know why he not doing no motherfucking flips? Because he didn't pay the rent. You see, this the shit what he into right here. Just sit around and play music all goddamn day. See, when you get a check every month, that's gonna cover your bills, your expenses, the place where you lay down at, even if it's just one room, a one room occupied dwelling like where Pharaoh stay at and shit or whatever. Man, when you getting that check, man, you ain't worrying about nothing else. And sad enough, yo, the dude just ended the live stream once again. He just ended that motherfucker again, yo. I'm like, what the fuck? Man, you gonna have to throw a motherfucker something if they picking up the goddamn trash. Pharaoh, on the other hand, he want us to believe that he ain't trying to do it for no cool points and shit. You definitely ain't smashing, cause if a woman got her own business and she doing what it do, she need to run whenever that she see an individual like this. You can call this motherfucker a YN, man. You can call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. But one damn thing that you not gonna call him over on this motherfucking chat is a god, because he's not that. He's not representing the seven at all. Like his teachings, all of the shit throughout the years that, people have came accustomed with, hearing from him online, man, that shit was plagiarized. That's done been some regurgitated shit online. That's all the fuck that it's done been. It's been a regurgitation the entire fucking time, yo. And it's wild, like when I think about it, because I'm like, damn, so people just stop reading books, people just stop doing their own research. Why? Because when you do, you depend on people like this to educate you. When you do, you depend on motherfuckers like this that you know without a shadow of a doubt ain't doing shit but scam you. And that's why I trip out when I even see people going to the live streams and, hey, Pharaoh, this, and that. Because, see, those are the people that have that high expectation that he's going to rightfully return as the teacher that they once knew him to be. That ain't happening. If you, man, I'm telling you, if you would have seen this fucking live stream with the 18 people in it, with him saying that it's literally, you would know that this dude done pretty much lost his motherfucking mind. He done lost it, yo. It's no one that can convince me that young Pharaoh not taking that medication. That is the only way that he getting that crazy folks check. He getting that SSI check every month. He got to play the part. And in turn, with playing the part, I think that medicine that has somewhat of an adverse effect on him. I think that medicine got him fucked up. I think that medicine got him on some other shit out here. Cause when you on the live stream, you just playing music, you just sitting there looking crazy, and we know you ain't did nothing but smoke some motherfucking cake too. We know this shit is real. We know that it's real. He ain't said, hey yo, the lecture gonna be on this day. Yeah, we're gonna be building. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about going back to Egypt and shit. He ain't doing none of that. Only thing he doing is shaking his head. Yeah, bobbing back and forth and shit. Motherfuckers sitting around. Oh shit, Pharaoh live. Let me screen record the Pharaoh live. Man, ain't no goddamn Pharaoh live, man. This is it right here. The same shit what people seen on TikTok is what you gonna see on Instagram. And I can't even say how long that it would be for Pharaoh to keep this Instagram account. Now you can drop it in the comments. Now you can do it by months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can put that in there. Or even days for that matter. Just drop it in the comments and let me know, how long do you think that young Pharaoh is going to actually have his motherfucking Instagram page? How long do you think that it's going to be? I'm dead ass, yo. Cause it don't. I just don't. I don't see a future in this at all. And for anybody to say that they young pharaohs, mans in them, they fuck with them, they rock with them the long way. Your man is out here doing some. He doing some geek shit right now. That's what the fuck Pharaoh doing. He need the Humpty Hump nose with the black rim glasses and shit. That's what that nigga need. He doing some geek shit. This is crazy. Some girl was in the comments talking about swimming pool vibes. Man, look, man, that man ain't think about no swimming pool. Cause he threw that swimming pool away. If he would have paid the rent at the crib, he could still look, that nigga would still be motherfucking, he would be jumping in the water doing his fucking thing. He'll still be doing flips and shit, man. You know why he not doing no motherfucking flips? Because he didn't pay the rent. You see, this the shit what he into right here. Just sit around and play music all goddamn day. See, when you get a check every month, that's gonna cover your bills, your expenses, the place where you lay down at, even if it's just one room, a one room occupied dwelling like where Pharaoh stay at and shit or whatever. Man, when you getting that check, man, you ain't worrying about nothing else. So okay, so he started another live stream. This is this is the fourth one that he started from since I've been here making my video. Well, at least I've made an attempt to even make this damn video. I already knew that it was gonna be some crazy shit going on any motherfucking way. But as you see though, this is pretty much it. Fool been listening to Babyface all day. Yo, this shit is wild as fuck, man. I guess the rapper, what is it, Babyface Ray or Babyface Joe or some goddamn body. I don't know what the fuck the rapper's name is, but yeah, it's somebody in the chat that peeped it too and been like, "Damn, dude, you've consistently been doing this stuff all day. This is your life." Like, yes, this is it. It's not gonna fucking change. He in that musty ass looking room and shit, man. I'm like, Pharaoh, man, you gotta do something, dude. Other than this, now you see, right? But then he gonna make that weak ass video and shit, reintroducing himself as if we all forgot. This is the same stuff that he was doing 3 months ago. You know how many videos that I have of this dude from Instagram doing nothing? I'm talking about nothing. Now he over here drinking. He got him a little bottle and shit, turning the fuck up, keep just keep on motherfucking nodding his head, doing all this other weird shit. He's bobbing back and forth and shit. And he keep glancing at his, like the viewers. And the viewers continue to go down because I'm sure whoever that even finds his live stream, they get over there and they say, "Whoa, wait, what the hell is going on? Is this not Young Pharaoh?" Yes, it's Pharaoh. Yeah, it's Pharaoh. So he'll eventually get upset in a few minutes. It may even be like within the next minute or two. I'm gonna give him 2 minutes at the longest. But anyway, yeah, he'll get upset and he'll end the live stream. And immediately after ending the live stream, hell, he will just spark up another one. And he'll sit there like what you see him doing with his tongue out. If you didn't know what was going on with young Pharaoh, his current status is an outside custodian. He does janitorial services. That's what Pharaoh's doing. So he picks up litter at black owned businesses. So that may even be a thing. I might have to see on whether or not if I need to make a TikTok post for black owned businesses that need cleaning, that need free cleaning, because Pharaoh is willing to go and then pick up trash over at Nandi's spot. Went over to Nandi's spot and he said he wasn't doing it for clout. He wasn't doing it for none of that shit. He just was generally doing it because he fucks with her. He fucks with her business. And I'm just like, what the hell? You ain't even getting no bread for this shit, Pharaoh. Like, what the fuck? What is going on with you, yo? Like, yo, you wildin'. You see? And that's why I keep telling y'all, he getting that check. He get that motherfucking check, yo. You feel me? So he like, shit, I ain't got to charge for shit. Yeah, every month I'm gonna be good. Yeah, I'm be good. Straight like that. Yeah, straight like that. Y'all ain't gotta shoot me shit. And I'm like, dude, what kind of shit? Yo, like, are you fucking crazy, man? And I'm like, the Nandy person, man. I don't know if Nandy know that Pharaoh be out here wilding like this, yo. Like, this is just not a good look. You have to think about like past videos where you've seen young Pharaoh and he's been teaching, he's been getting it in. You feel what I'm saying? To this shit right here now, man, somebody gotta hit Nandy up and let Nandy know, like, yo, man, this ain't good right here. Nah, this ain't it. This ain't good for the brand. This ain't good for the culture. None of that shit right there. I don't even know if she knows. And you know what? I'm actually curious to know because this business is closed now. But I will reach out. I will reach back out. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna reach back out just to see how she's doing. What's going on. Yeah, I'm like, damn, dude. Like this is just some weird shit all the way to fucking together, man. So what I'm gonna do now is, I'm gonna look around this motherfucking block and shit where Pharaoh is at. Yeah, since he just, walking down the street to Nandy crib and shit or whatever. Let me see. And you know what? I kind of figured that was the area. I hear a lot of stuff about this area where young Pharaoh, yeah, where he be at. So I don't even know why he even chose to, go to Detroit, Michigan, or just Michigan in general, other than him receiving assistance. And as you all heard me say at one given time, that's what they do. If you're struggling in your hometown or the city where you from, and you just can't get things together, man, pack that motherfucking shit up. Pack that motherfucking shit up and hit the road. I don't give a fuck if you ain't got nothing. Okay? It just from my experience and from stories that I've heard people tell, what they've said was that you generally would get better assistance from a place where you're not from, aside from the place where the fuck that you're from. And if that wasn't the goddamn case, we wouldn't have seen Velvet, Nature Boy's baby mama. That was a part of carbonation. We wouldn't have seen her leave from Louisiana and then go to Cincinnati, Ohio, and then receive assistance. Not only from people, but the assistance that she received. She got placement for a house, well, a home, for her and her children. Had very little furniture, but she still got it in. See, them folk will help you. The same way how I think that they actually help young Pharaoh. Yeah, I think they put him in a spot. And that spot where he's at, I think that's the reason why other people are there. These could be people who may even have, drug addictions that went through a class or some type of course, and then they placed them in some housing. And they all stay there and they all have to share the same bathroom. As I said on my other live stream, man, I just stayed, I'm saying, at the motherfucking boarding house. It was for a few goddamn hours. But yeah, I done been up in one of the motherfuckers before. I had to dip. I had to dip because it wasn't me and it feel weird. And then I went from staying in the boarding house to goddamn walking around outside in the motherfucking cold at 3 and 4 in the morning, praying that the sun come up. You feel? Praying that goddamn 6 o'clock hit. I was fucking chilling at the hospital and shit till I got kicked out and stuff. Pretty much the same shit what Pharaoh was doing. So yes, I've been down and out before, but I didn't allow for that to be the epitome of my life. I didn't just stop or just start a movement for a pity party. You feel me? None of that fucking shit. I'm the type, you already know I turn this motherfucking shit off and be nigga fuck this shit and go on to doing some other shit. You know how I am. But this guy on the other hand though, he got two baby mothers. There's been scores of women from the past I've seen that did have a likeness for him. I don't know if it had anything to do with them being attracted to him or not. But you gotta think, why wouldn't they be helping Pharaoh out? Why wouldn't he go back to the same community that to this day still reserves him as being a knowledgeable brother? Why wouldn't he go to those people for assistance as opposed to going to the government? See what I'm saying? Going to the good, the white man. Because him and Cyrus Suit and Seti, who is in fact from Detroit, Michigan, they were saying all of that stuff about banging on the beast. And they had people fooled, had people believing that they really were going to do the things that they were saying, the stuff that throughout lectures that they heard them speaking about, them being advocates of community leaders and them organizing different movements and stuff. You would have thought, people would have really, you know what I'm saying, to this day, fuck with that shit like that. But I think people seeing the declination with Pharaoh not showing up to those lectures and him, leaving Cyrus Suit and Seti to entertain the crowd and, you know what I'm saying, drop knowledge on the crowd that they wasn't even feeling, because the majority of people was going to those lectures. They were doing so just to be able to see young Pharaoh. I'm dead ass serious. That's how him and his baby mother Golden Beauty met when Pharaoh was doing the lecture. Yeah, she was going to the lectures. She was that impressed by things what young Pharaoh was saying. So much to the point that she even was even willing to, become a third wheel to the relationship that he was in with Yogini Ma'at, and they were expected to be in a polygamous relationship, but even that was short-lived. Golden turned out to be the woman that had a child and then another child with him. Yogini Ma'at to this day, Yogini say, you know what? I don't want nothing to do with this motherfucker. She ain't just bust the windows of the car. And I'm just using that as a catchphrase because of the song. I can't even remember who the artist is. But Yogini didn't want nothing to do with this motherfucker so much to the point she left Buffalo, New York, motherfucking moved to Florida. Pharaoh then was with the Odd Nation shit, you feel me? So when young Pharaoh was going back and forth to Florida with the girl Katie, I think her name, I can't even remember her damn name. But the girl you remember that I told you all about that played on Oprah Winfrey's show that's called Greenleaf, that he was going out with, he was actually dating this girl, courting her. They was going to rock climbing and the whole fucking nine. Yeah, and then she ice cold that nigga. She put that nigga on 32 degrees frozen and stopped fucking with him. You feel me? See, Yogini knew about young Pharaoh going back and forth to Florida. And that's when she was like, you know what, fuck this nigga. She didn't just put distance between the two of them. She left Florida and moved all the way to goddamn Africa. She ain't been back since. And don't want nothing to do with Pharaoh. Because she left a nasty taste in her mouth. And I'm sure to this day, she like, man, you know what? Nah, I wouldn't fuck with that nigga. Yeah, I already know. She like, I wouldn't fuck with that nigga at gunpoint. Fuck that. Somebody say, sure, let's what he said? I know I just seen some shit about Street Fighter or some dumb shit. Yeah, let's do some Street Fighter and Streets of Rage. What you building on, God? Definitely Street Fighter 6 and Streets of Rage 4. I love it. I bust ass. I be leaving them crying. I be making them cry, wolf. Speak to the text. It's not with it nowadays. Man, Pharaoh ain't talking to nobody in that chat, man. Pharaoh high. He done smoked that motherfucking dust blunt of K2. That nigga high. Look how he look. Let me see. He might have turned the. Nah, he ain't turned the music down. That's why that nigga still bobbing his head and shit like that. See the person right there that just dropped that shit too. Shout out to Two. Two said, "Yo, man, where the lectures at, man?" Look, reality. Now that was one of Pharaoh's jams. Reality. So dude is tripping off Pharaoh right now. Look at it. He high as fuck. Look at it. Your man is burnt out. Pharaoh burnt out. You hear me? Damn. This is it right here. Like I say, man, that's and the reason, if you missed it, if you were here earlier, the reason he keep playing his music and shit, man, keep vibing his music out and shit, Pharaoh trying to cover his tracks so niggas can't record his live streams and shit or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I just do commentary to your shit. This a commentary motherfucking channel, nigga. Straight up. Yeah, it's done been like that since 2018 and this 2026. Straight up. So yeah, that's what we doing now, man. Just, now you see. So from the beginning of stuff, what you heard him saying about the difficulty level 10 with him getting a job, look at the amount of energy that he invests just sitting around, just doing nothing, just playing music, hanging with his tongue out and stuff. See, he could have been done, made attempts with going and then getting a job. See what I'm saying? He don't want to do that. This is it right here. Dude says, is there a chance we would get some sort of Young Pharaoh and Jack Too Funny skit type shit? He need to. That'll be dope as fuck. That'll be dope as a motherfucker, man. But see, Young Pharaoh is not on that kind of time. He's not on that kind of time. And if you don't know who Jack, Jack So Funny or Jack Funny, however, you know what I'm saying, you say his name, that's my dude, though. He was at the BET Awards, too. Shout out to Drewski, too, man, for bringing down the house at the BET Award. But, yeah, Jack So Funny. If Pharaoh was to do a skit with him, his numbers would go up. His numbers would increase, they would skyrocket, but he's not thinking like that. Because see, even the dude Rail Chosen and shit. Rail Chosen did a video talking about some other shit about vegetables or eating some shit or something. I don't know what the fuck that nigga was talking about because all that shit to me be sounding like blah 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 blah. Whenever they talk about some weak woke ass shit anyway, because for niggas to sit up and try to advocate, being the most woke person, shit, the people that they learned the shit from, they should be able to easily see that they not even living that lifestyle. Just like Pharaoh. Just like Pharaoh. That's why aside from him dropping that knowledge, man, he just keeps sitting here playing this music. He like, man, fuck that, man. I ain't gotta drop no knowledge. Yeah, I'm just gonna just keep on rocking out. Yeah, just keep on bobbing to this music and shit. I'll do that. You see how long that this shit actually go on this live stream? Now just this live stream alone done been like 15 minutes of repeated music playing and him doing stuff like this. See what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, what in the hell would even convince a person that he's going to change? He has changed, that he's going to do, something that's different. Because every time I've seen him on the live stream, this is what he's been doing right here. The same shit over again, man. Them people in the comments, man, they gonna get mad. They gonna get mad and leave in a minute. Well, we had 18 people now. Hold on. Say the song on the playlist now. I've been spinning it back to back. It's Hustle. Say he been spinning that song that Pharaoh listens to. Look at he going crazy at. Going crazy at. Look at it. All in his nose and shit. And to this day too, man, Pharaoh, he's just not gonna. He's just like the image of Master Splinter when I see Young Pharaoh. It's just not gonna leave. I felt like this for quite some damn time now. Hey, he's straight up Master Splinter, man. Master Splinter is gonna keep on feeling on his arms, rocking back and forward. I don't know if this is even like his coping mechanism because he is currently waiting on $1 million. He said that he's a millionaire, but he's also waiting on $1 million because of a lawsuit that he filed. I think he filed a lawsuit against this planet, if I ain't mistaken. I don't know if he's went far enough to actually file a lawsuit, against God yet. I don't know if he wants to do that, but yeah, let him tell it. He's supposed to receive a certain amount of money and shit, man. I don't know if the women, that's still rocking with him or whatever, those 2 or 3 lone women, if they actually believe that shit or whatever. But man, this nigga ain't getting no damn money. He ain't getting no damn money. This is it. This is it. You ain't seen this Negro say 2 or 3 fucking words yet, man. And if he did produce, if some words even came out his fucking mouth, it was a rap song. That's what the hell that it was. This is just fucked up. See? This is what keep happening right here. That shit crazy working. Duh. God damn. As you can see, well, he restarted the live stream. So he's sitting on 10 people. The vault, 313. So I don't know if his mans and them is actually connected to a club. He did say that he went up and then cleaned the outside of Nandi'S business. You went live as soon as followed you. I think a lot of them little weird looking accounts that be following Pharaoh, man, them dudes be funny, man. A lot of them dudes be funny, man. Oh man, he done lost the one subscriber from the 10 people that was what? Okay, they back. Yo, look, somebody asked, this you? See, they don't even think it's Pharaoh. Hmm? They don't think it's him. And I continue to hear people make statements about streamers, rappers, athletes, just celebrities in general. You know, they've made claims about people being cloned before. And I'm just one of those people to continue to ask the question of why would they have to clone Young Pharaoh? Who in the fuck want a clone of Young Pharaoh? Out of all of the people in the world. If the government was to clone Young Pharaoh, how much of a come up would that be for them? Yeah. See? Ended it again. Soon as the dude said, yo, you in my city, we need a link. Yeah, like he got scared or some shit. You in my city, we need a link. Then you gonna end the live. What you in the live stream for, man? People trying to get at you and shit, Pharaoh. That's crazy. Hey yo, shout out to Queen Nandy for real though. But this post from 2019, you know, about Nandi's Knowledge Cafe and that it actually feels like home. This is the spot where Pharaoh had went up to, but then he said, "Oh yeah, well, you know, it's closed and stuff. I didn't know that it was closed." So evidently, this is one of the places where young Pharaoh and Sarah Sutin said he had one of those lectures at. That must be the way that he know the Nandi person. And I see the Ankhs in there, a lot of, you know, conscious, awoke, African memorabilia that's up in the building. This is the goddess right here, you know what I'm saying, Nandi. She got the access to books and culture for children. She said back in the flea market days, children used to, especially at holiday time, walk by and they go, oh, there's Africa, recognizing a little bit that they've seen in school. There go Africa. They say they want to stop, but the parents keep pulling them away. I said, one day, I'm going to be able to give children, you know, their books for free. At the Charles Wright Museum, they have the African World Festival. So every year for the past 5 years, she said that she would sit up there and give the children books. And I want the children to pick their books. I don't want the parent to pick the book. Let's see what your children is reading, see what interests them. So yeah, this is a dope sister right here, man. You know, helping out the community, working with the children, connecting with the people. Yeah, and I think that's one of the people too that let Pharaoh and Seti actually use that building. I'm not 100%, you know, sure of that, but give or take, that's what I think. Just by the stuff that she has on, you know, just on this website about the school and giving a tiny bit of yourself, the African self, the field is really does exist. I just get a kick out of people coming in here and getting excited about it. So that's what she has to say about, you know, her spot, the build, you know, the building where you seen Pharaoh outside of. I see too, just from this listing on the site, that she, you know, does have the Kwanzaa gathering as well. They host poetry nights. Yeah. Okay. So they offer Afrocentric books, original African art, jewelry, cafe serving, a wholesome, culturally rich menu. So that's the spot right there. And you can hit Nandi up right here at 313-865-1288. Like I said once. And this the spot right here. Nandi's Knowledge, the Knowledge Cafe. Yep, just that same spot. Pharaoh say he was out there, he was cleaning up. Yeah, that's a long ass building too. You know how them Detroit buildings are, man. They be connected to each other, man. The Motor City, crazy work. Well, she say that this is north of Detroit. Highland Park area. Look around, see what else is around here. That's crazy work. Now being at Pharaoh, he just walked up to the spot. Let me just see. Cause my guess would be this way. My guess would be this way. I don't know why, but you know, my guess would be this way. Let me see. Cut down this street. That's a dead end and shit. Let me see. Let me slide through here. Just to look around, cause he didn't walk too far. That's for sure. If it wasn't over here, it had to be across the street. They got a lot of shit blurred out, boy. Yeah, they trying to keep that shit private. So this would be the store. He say he going to the store. Let's go back this way. Slide around right quick. Slide down through here. It's rough out there, boy. Yeah, it's rough. It is rough. Man, it's a rough area, man. Like I say, it's the bookstore joints. Let me slide down here. See what they got going. Oh, we know Pharaoh could be back. Yeah, he could be chilling back here in the cut somewhere. That road right here look like it would be around. A few little houses done been renovated and shit. And boy, this was a war zone out here, boy. You see how many houses, man, they done knocked down? Oh, what is that, a church? Yeah, it's a fellowship church. Gabriel could have been going to church and everything. And he talking about he can't get no job. Look at all, look, this like a whole business park. All these businesses and shit, man. You feel me? Wonder if he did walk down this long ass street. Let me check this street right here. I'll be able to better comb through this area once I'm chilling. Look at these houses. Just checking you out, Pharaoh. That's all, man. I'm just sliding through.
Seeing that something, and then it moved to the ones that be taking care of the older people, right? Older people that you feel me? Yeah, that. And then now currently, why every girl I meet talk to is a teacher? I asked him what age, preschool, daycare. And I just had a baby.
So what it's telling you is that's the frequency, or let's say if it was an elevator, you're on that floor. Every floor has different things. The first floor is lingerie. Or let's say first
You
floor,
stalked my whole.
you know what I'm saying? Second floor, basketball, athletics. Third floor, lingerie, right? Just three different frequencies, but every floor has stuff on it. Miles, endless. So the frequency you're on allows you certain access. So it was, let's say EBT, you got EBT hoes. You got a couple $100,000, you got a couple $100,000, you got millionaire hoes. You still getting hoes because that's the type of frequency you're on. You didn't say you want a queen or a goddess or an empress, somebody who's ready to
Yeah.
start their village.
Now the dude just mentioned EBT. Did y'all not hear that? What the hell is he trying to tell young Pharaoh about? Is this some more scamming that's going on? Because I'm gonna have to. I gotta get some proof, man. I need some receipts that young Pharaoh is doing some righteous stuff while that he's in Michigan. Because I would think after all of the teachings, all of the information that after all, he would be there doing that. He would be helping the community aside from just picking up trash at Nandi's spot.
I don't understand that.
I know something about the internet. If you declare it, that's when you get it. I only want bad bitches, and that's what you get. I only want one who considers herself a goddess. I'm gonna eat the box, but this one eating, she vegetarian, she ain't stressed out, she ain't smoking cigarettes or drinking vodka, and I know she fasting every so often. I'm gonna eat box. At least it's a clean one.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Dude just said that he was gonna eat the girl box, but I guess he's saying that she has to be raw vegan. She has to eat organic food in order for he can eat that cootie.
I know something about the internet. If you declare it, that's when you get it. I only want bad bitches, and that's what you get. only one who considers herself a goddess. I'm gonna eat the box, but this one eating, at least she vegetarian, she ain't stressed out, she ain't smoking cigarettes or drinking vodka, and I know she fasting every so often. I'm gonna eat box. At least it's a clean one. It ain't full of Coney Island, Pepsi, little cigarettes. You see what I'm saying? But just because you declared it, some of the control you have. I don't even fuck with them type of women. Like if a bitch say,
Y'all know who this is?
yeah, she was right here. So if it's one of those like, I said it, I'm rich. The arcanic energy said you're a building man. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you declare it,
I'm still
this
rich.
when you gotta be steadfast, and even though you get the resistance, you still gotta hold true to what you said. I am rich.
Trying to get me the other day, right? I go to the place. We got another spot party and they have parties, right? I go there early to make sure they
Guessing,
wash their kitchen.
guessing this is the same dude that Pharaoh was making an attempt to show how to do a handstand. Man, they was up in the motherfucking board house doing handstands in that motherfucker, man. I hollered. I said, what the fuck? Yeah, man. They was doing handstands in that motherfucker, man. I couldn't even believe that shit. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn, with all of this free time that they have on their hands, the best that they could do was to do a damn handstand. I don't know. I don't know why I was expecting more, but it just didn't fucking happen, you know. So like I said, I looked at a little bit of the live stream. And the only reason I looked at it because I was generally trying to figure out like what in the entire going on right now. I'm like, why in the fuck is they up in this motherfucker doing a handstand? And that was the live stream that I had titled the video saying that he was with his new girlfriend, because he was talking to a woman, it sounded like one, well, a young female anyway. And when he was talking to her, the stuff that he was saying, it was as if that he was trying to convince her or some shit. I haven't heard her in the background since then, so I guess, she figured well enough to just leave that situation alone.
It's time to do the party, dog. The people who looking to speak to
See, see how they just having like these idle conversations and shit. They having a bro moment outside and shit. Now let's actually go to when they were inside of the home and he was attempting to, demonstrate, the perfect way of on how to do a handstand.
You know what's another thing y'all boys can practice too? One more of these you can practice. Pull up. I'm gonna show y'all this. This it, and this I'm done right here. Y'all gotta see these though. These is visuals. I'm gonna show you how to do a hand to get your neck strong. Start doing these in y'all room.
Heard what he said. Y'all start doing these in y'all room, and that's why I believe that he's actually staying at a boarding house, and that's the dude right there. I think that was just talking.
Pass around. Y'all pass them. Not on the live. It's not a live, nigga. This is my life.
Cool right there.
This is my life, nigga. This my life. Listen
You hear the girl in the background.
to me. My life about to be litter than you have in the house. Don't blow me. My life about to be litter relevant. All my shit gonna be lit. If you ain't lit, don't bring your ass to fuck round me. Alright, I got home. Period.
Lulu. Where?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I forgot to get the extra juice. Is there juice in that fridge?
Gotta be.
Let's see.
Oh, the juice is gone?
If I gotta order one, I will, but I just forgot to get one right now. I will get another one right now. Let me know. Gone? Alright, we ordered one, but I know this nigga still wanting shots. Fuck that, cause nigga, that's how I am. Where you going?
Just do a straight shot.
Right. Umbrella. But however you want it, bro. And then you want some lemon juice? That shit good with that fruit punch, right? You want some of that fruit?
You know what I'm saying?
You probably
See, this when he had them stamps. See, when he had them stamps, you see what I'm saying? He could bust that move to that corner store I just showed you. He can get him some juice and, some bittles, some snacks, some treats and shit.
don't be patient and excuse me, get some more of that fruit punch. Excuse me. You want something? You want to try this?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, it's right here. Just grab it. Come, bro.
Yeah.
Give me your whole name one more time. Your whole name. Full name. No, not your government. What you talking about?
Free slave Caleb.
Okay, you said Caleb. Okay. Free slave, but I want the whole thing. Free slave Caleb. Alright, I'm finna play the song, but tell me if you heard it so I can skip it.
Okay, good. Your shit?
And yeah, but what you
All this shit about a song, this, a song, that. Come on, Pharaoh, man. And your man's with them cups in his jeans, man. I don't know what's going on with that.
Let's get it! On that block, I was out there by myself, nigga. Up top, I was up there by myself, nigga. I came back from it, then it made me stronger. Faith give you hard time, we going harder. On that block, I was out there by myself, nigga. Up top, I was up there by myself, nigga. I came back from it, then it made me stronger. Faith give you hard time, we going.
Yeah, he getting stronger. Let me get to this the handstand shit, man. Cause that dude with them motherfucking jeans on, man, that shit just sending me somewhere else right now. I can't even focus, man. Them fucking jeans, man. Okay. Now, Little Fee attempts to do a headstand.
Zero. You ain't gonna say nothing about it. We pull up, I'm your brother, I'm not gonna never see you. I'm not fucking with free hoe. I might hit up in a sex, hop out with a bag, fuck up B-roll. This right here in the game, we hop out switch niggas. Cause that shit, listen, bro, what they tell you for boss? That save your life. Bitch on swag. Well, no, I'm not gonna say you fuck. I'm not fuck. But you can be strong. This is called the basal vagus nerve. This is the most powerful nerve in the body.
The most powerful nerve in your body.
If this get damaged, it's the equivalent of a liver shot. Smack some wet, you will go paralyzed. Listen, even if you're not paralyzed permanent, in a fight, 30 seconds of paralysis. Right? If a motherfucker hits you here, even if you only paralyzed for 50 seconds, imagine being a pain maker to you. Right? So you get that strong, right? And boom, I start off like these. Now you start off the way I'm started off. But I don't start off this way because I'm stronger on my neck. But you do it to see how much weight you got. So I'm going to start off the way you start off. So it's like you're praying, right? Forehead, top of the head. You're going to go here. See how my back is on the wall? You're going to put one leg up, then the other leg up, and then you're going to go here. And then you're going to let it go. Now I'm going to go in it the way that I go in it.
And that strengthen it?
Yeah, you're going to try to hold that for at least 30 seconds. I can hold this for 5 minutes. But the longer you got, the longer you could go, you know. So I go in it like this. Wait a minute, because I'm going to come balance you too. I'm going to make sure you can move that.
I'm gonna do it over here.
Okay, cool. So watch how I'm going. Now this how I go. Right? I go like this. From the straight handstand.
And Pharaoh, you want that man to look at your butt cheeks. That's what the fuck that is. I done already peep game with this shit right here, man. Don't no grown ass men, man. They be hanging around and shit, man, doing headstands and shit. You feel me? Like what kind of shit is this, man? What kind of shit is this, y'all? What the fuck are you gonna be doing a handstand around another dude for, man? Like I can see if they were like 6, 8, possibly 10, shit, they could even get away with 12. But after 13 years old, it's a wrap. When you become a teenager, making attempts to perform handstands for your peoples, for your mans and them. You don't be doing no shit like this.
You gonna go from here and make sure you feel your back because you need to get familiar with how this feels and get used to that pressure being on you.
Right now, my back is curved, but my neck is too straight.
And this is gonna straighten out both. See, I got you, bro. And then I go to the wall here, right? Boom. And I hold, I hold. Now I might hold this for however long. I feel my damn self slipping. But I go there, right? Let me do it right. I go to one hand, I hold this shit for let's say however many seconds. Boom. Then I go to the other hand, I hold this shit for however many seconds. Oh shit, I'm slippery on the wall. Right?
Yeah, just stop it. Just pack that shit up, Pharaoh. Pack it up. Pack that motherfucking shit all the way up, man. Like this is wild, man. Like you legit doing whole lot of handstands and shit out this motherfucker, man. Like, come on, man. That's all of the fun that you all are having over there? After all of this shit? Shit, you was in your crib making vegan patties and shit, man. Yeah, when he was out there in Katy. That nigga went from making vegan patties to doing handstands, y'all. What the fuck is going on with Young Pharaoh? But he reintroduced himself. This is the Young Pharaoh. For anybody that didn't know what he had going on, you probably been wondering where the hell that he's been at and shit. Young Pharaoh ain't been doing shit but picking up trash. That's it. Yeah, he done turned his life over, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he turned a new leaf and shit. This is a different young Pharaoh that you're seeing because now he's out there picking up trash. I said it before and I'm said it again. Ain't no way in the hell Queen Nandy know anything about this, especially how Pharaoh is out here acting. I'm sure that she never would have expected for him to have fallen as far as of on what he has on his face thus far. Especially being, that this guy said he had all this money, he had the cars, the women, the clothes, the vegan patties. He went from that to picking up trash.
Shout out to Mama Nandi'S in Detroit. Y'all know how we rockin'. I just cleaned the front up for her. Off the scrim. You know what I mean? From all the way down there to all the way right there.
All the way there.
All the trash is picked up.
He just came from the store. He came from that convenience store that I just showed.
I came and did that off the love. No, I ain't trying to get no G points, but it's my baby. I love coming here. Y'all motherfuckers better stop throwing shit on the ground. I don't want to see nobody throw no shit on the ground at all, nowhere in the world, especially the fuck right here. So
niggas be so mad, they hoes get fucked, they blaming us, they blaming me.
Just making sure it's Gucci. I'm about to slide. I thought it was open. Google said it was open, but I'm gonna be back up here today at 6 o'clock. The motherfucking, that's what it is. I'm gonna be up here at
Then I see somebody in the comments say that she already moved the stores. You know what I'm saying? See, Pharaoh, he's stuck in the past and shit, man. That's why I say, man, people that knew him from back in the day to see the shit that he's into now, I know that shit is very upsetting, man. I know it's disheartening. It has to be. You know what I'm saying? He done been up in the spot, dropping that knowledge at the bookstore. He went from that to this bullshit right here. Take it from me, man. Don't be like young Pharaoh. Man, I just want to throw your life away. Lose your car, lose your crib, all that shit and more. Just put you one of them dumbass tattoos over your damn eye, and you'll be in the game. But yeah, you see, it ain't too much going on with Pharaoh, but this shit chill.